Well, we've made it. We've made it to Zennor. Where are we? We met Bob Osborne here.
Yeah, we're in Zennor, which is Mermaid Country, and we're in the Tinner's Arms, which is a very historic and important hub.
We've made it. This is a cairn?
She died here. She did? Yeah, and she tried to get Crowley thrown out of Zennor because he was doing black magic rituals up here, and she suddenly died at age 51 of a heart attack. And then it was completely covered up. And the rumour was that Crowley summoned up an entity, a 8-foot horned-winged draconian creature, and that she'd seen this, and then that was it.
Inverted cross?
Yeah. I mean, you get kids coming up here to tennis, people trying to stay the night, you know, and things like that. But I wouldn't want to go up here at night time with the crows are circling.
They can play around, but that's the most dangerous thing to do.
But this was inhabited relatively recently. I mean,
yeah, a friend of mine had it until 5 or 6 years ago.
So I mean, this was livable 5, 6.
Yeah, I mean, artists have lived here, and I've known several of them. And a lady called Margaret Mackelberg lived here, and for about 20 years with her young children. Then she died. Yeah, she died. They used it as she was a.
And you're in the middle of a pentagram here.
So yeah, she died, and then the children didn't know what to do with it, so it's fallen into disrepair. And it's recently been bought by someone for £1 million, which was
how much?
£1 million. The Scottish artist, and she can't get permission to build a road up here because the land, the access is owned by my neighbours, the farmers, and also by Eagle's Nest. So
Eagle's Nest is the house.
Is the house
with
up the hill.
Patrick Heron.
That's where.
That's the one with the pointed roof. The one.
Yeah, that's on the hill for me. That's. I've written a whole chapter on Eagle's Nest about the history of it. It's very interesting, and that's where Haile Selassie was during the war. And it's all been owned by Fabians all through prior to the last century as well. You know, Gertrude Jekyll lived there, the famous.
But this lady paid that much money. I'm not going to stand in that.
Paid £1 million for it. Yeah, it was an auction.
And then she was not allowed to create a road here.
Yeah, it's completely, you know, it's haunted, so you wouldn't want to. You know, the whole place is damned.
But when I ask, are there any entities here? No.
I've never really experienced anything bad. I've had people up here, witches, who said that there's nothing bad, and others have said, yeah, there is bad things. So
there have been like kind of mistakes have been made with the spells, and it's really dangerous for the children to play here. All these kind of dark magic games. That's the danger.
Well, that's the problem if people don't understand the rituals, and you know they can open
really
portals, and
yeah.
that's what happened with all the Crowley rituals. People were experimenting with Crowley magic.
Yeah.
And of course, their lives would be destroyed.
Yes. That's like
Jack Parsons and Ron Hubbard. That's what happened there.
Yeah.
They did a ritual in the Mojave Desert, Crowley sex ritual, and their lives were absolutely wrecked after that. You know, Jack Parsons blew up in a laboratory. They had called a Babylon working. In 1952 he died, and then of course that is when Jack Parsons' laboratory was transferred into NASA.
With a Z?
Yeah, yes, that's right. And Werner von Braun.
But the head of NASA was a plasma physicist. So why was he in NASA?
I'm so surprised that a place like this can look this distorted after such a short time of not having people living there.
It's been in disrepair for quite some time. That up there, that Peter Wine Winter studio was around the back there.
Yeah.
And he had a big outside studio with a windmill. So in the 40s and 50s, this was very habitable.
Yeah.
And a lot of artists used to come up here and party and do occult rituals as well, or paint.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so it's really only the last 20 years it's fallen into disrepair.
Since Margot bought it.
Yeah, she died, and her children didn't want much to do with it. They didn't know what to do because the road, whatever road there was completely overgrown.
And it sold for $1 million.
Yeah, some Scottish artist paid $1 million. she banned me and my kids from coming up there because we were posting pictures on.
Yeah.
You know, Rosie wrote a book and interviewed artists up here, and I was doing research on it, and she saw that we posted pictures on Facebook and said, "You can't go up there. That's my land.
Yeah.
Those pictures are my copyright." And then I realised she was completely stupid because this is an ancient right of way, and it's a satanic, hunting ground. So no one owns this. So of course bad luck's befallen her because they've wasted £1 million.
Yeah.
The vanity
That's
project.
quite bad luck, yeah.
And the other offers were for a friend of mine offered 100,000, which is probably what it's truly worth if you've got the wherewithal to do it up. Like they can get Cornish.
But how do you get building materials up here if you haven't got
Well,
access?
that's the problem. They wanted to reinstate the road up from Eagle's Nest.
And they wouldn't allow it.
Well, no, because the access is owned by the farmers. And they didn't want cars parked, coming up here.
Is that how that car ended up there?
That's been here for 40. That was the last family, the McElbergs.
He's still waiting for the AA.
Yeah, I found the AA. Where are you?
Yeah, but that's quite a modern vehicle. I mean,
Homestar. I'm sure if you jump leads or something could get it back.
Yeah, I think jump leads. I've seen that happen. Just a set of jump leads. That's all you need.
But yeah,
It's a famous hearth.
that's the famous hearth. Yeah,
That's in all
that's
the
where.
photos. They're all got in the table.
Yeah.